Let's discuss one stock which was really holding up a buzz all through yesterday and managed to hit a 52-week high as well in yesterday's session alone. That's GMR Infrastructure. Let's find out what all this buzz is about. Why is the stock on a tizzy? Sharad joins in to highlight what could be the reasons behind the buzz on the stock.
Well, yes, the focus moves on to GMR Infra, and the stock has been buzzing over the last week. So basically, the company itself, we can put it in focus. The first one being it's the largest private airport operator in Asia and almost the fourth largest global airport operator. This being said, the company also is operating from its airport arm, the Delhi and Hyderabad international airports, and also having presence in Philippines itself. Now the company itself is handling 172 million passengers, and that's a huge capacity. And now if you see the stock performance as compared to the Nifty 500 index, it has outperformed almost on 1 month basis, 3 month basis, and even a year basis. And the stock has been buzzing in trade in last session as well. So what are the reasons fueling the rally? And that's the most important thing, is the group received its NCLT nod for the demerger of its non-airports business. So this demerger is expected to be completed in the fourth quarter of this current fiscal year. And of course, the GMR Airports has also entered into a new segment in the Indonesian aviation market. That's a pretty busy market going ahead, and they are going to transform the Medan airport, which is one of the most important commercial hubs coming in the Indonesia part. That has been a good trigger for the stock going ahead. And apart from that, future-wise, the main triggers being the airport business is going to be listed separately. And apart from this, post-demerger, there's going to be a debt reconstruction. And you can see almost 150 crore of debt would be there, while the remaining will be a corporate debt, and it will be put in the airport segment. And then, of course, there's going to be a spacing of debt, which will be transferred to the non-airport segment. And of course, there's going to be a monetization of non-core assets, which almost expecting 1,030 crore divestment from Kakinada SEZ. But hang on, there are some risks as well. So the first risk being the delayed air traffic or passenger recovery due to Omicron virus. As we have seen, some flights are being, coming down across the world itself. Apart from that, there might be delayed monetization coming in for the land parcels as well as the non-core assets. And lastly, the revenue sharing with the Delhi airport has actually stopped in FY22, and that contributes almost 45% of gross revenues, and that could continue till FY23.
Okay, we'll leave it at that, Sharad. That's perhaps the reason why you had that big spike up on GMR Infrastructure. The stock held out by a solid 8.5% in trade yesterday. But Kunal, before I come to you on the charts of GMR Infra and the big breakout in the stock, Devin, just wanted to get your sense in on some of these infrastructure plays, because along with the real estate revival, many are now betting on infra as well. We just saw over the weekend Lavasa getting sold off finally for 1,800 crore rupees. HCC gets back in focus, and most of these infra plays as well are seeing a revival. Where within this pack do you find comfort to buy?
I think interesting proposition quickly, wherein many of the groups, promoter groups, have probably capitalized very well. And on the topmost of the lot, I think would be Adani's in this space. They have, I think, very systematically capitalized their businesses, and they are systematically also monetizing their investments out of it, which is also a very good thing to happen, because I think more you invite new investors, more is the surety of, I think, sustaining these capital intensive businesses in infrastructure. As I see it, I think the larger amount of growth story is still unfolding, be it in the area of power, be it in the area of power distribution, renewable energy, or for that matter, alternative materials in the green energy. All these areas, along with, I think, the infrastructure like port, roads, railways, airports, all these areas where I see a significant amount of, I think, traction happening. And as I would say, I think Adani Group shows little bit better clarity as far as, I think, the journey going forward is concerned in the infrastructure. Their balance sheets are, I think, quite healthy as I see it, and at the same time, many of their projects have started generating cash. In infrastructure companies, those who start generating cash, I think they're relatively better, and that is where I prefer, I think, them over the others. I think because of this particular investment they've done over the last 20 years, they are now reaping the fruits out of it.